Welcome back, everybody. Dill with you here for another episode of Infection Free Zone Bristol. We are currently babysitting our... Where are they? It was like... Wait, hang on a minute. So in the previous episode, we had some survivors that we found out in the wild, and we invited them back to... Oh no, don't do that! Okay, they are there. They are okay. Let's try not get them killed, shall we? Why are you getting in your car? Oh my goodness. Why are you stressing me out, lads? Yeah, look, the got less than half health all over the place. Right, stay in that building. I mean, I admire their bravery, just going out there and shooting the Zed, but like, you try and look after yourselves a little bit. We need to make sure we get your weapons back to base. I mean, you back to base. You know, every uh, every human life is valuable, but we do also want your assault rifles. Okay, so we're halfway through the night now, waiting for the break of dawn so that we can make it back home clear and safe. Let's catch up with where we were at base camp here. So, as per usual, lots of deconstruction going on. Right, okay, we're gonna have to... Oh! Alright. What happened? We took our eye away for a second and I think we've lost at least one of those guys. Oh my goodness. Okay, right, I'm literally just gonna have to stare at these guys until dawn. Make sure we get, if there is even a survivor left, that we make sure we get him back to base camp. Let's just fast forward and see where we're at with that. I don't think in any of my other playthroughs I've had to babysit survivors getting back to base camp, and I feel like every time we've had survivors show up, which also hasn't been that often, mainly because we don't have our aerial up and running. Right, okay, cool. New day. So, where are they? Our our luck that we have with everything else just is not working out for us in the assault rifle department, is it? I think they're gone. I think that's the end of the road for those two. Wow, that's a shame. They didn't even drop the assault rifles for us to pick up. That's kind of rude. Alright, back to base then. We need to switch over our workers. Yep, take the guards off, put them back onto building. Oh yeah, finish off our greenhouses. And well, the other guy, I guess that was a new child that we had age up. I'm gonna get him onto the scavenging. Okay, squad 5 is this individual that picked up the truck. So that kind of disrupts the flow a little bit for today as well, because we want them back out there scavenging those museums. But by the time they get back here and look to go out on another expedition, we're gonna run out of time in the day. Okay, cool. So those builders are finished off. Yeah, put them all on scavenging. Right. Now you guys. Exchange back with the individual. Pull you back onto the main squad. Lovely. Okay, and now, yeah, okay, let's just do a close by scavenge for today. Seeing as they don't have too much time. I think, well, I think we're already getting slightly longer days, but when we tick over to March tomorrow, Hopefully, with the added sunlight or daylight, we should be able to. Yeah, we should be able to get a good scavenging run in. Okay, I am starting to get tempted by doing basic antenna now, but we need to figure out what was next up. I think, from what I recall, I think we wanted to go the manufacturing route so that we can start producing ammo. Um, well, let's think about this for a second. So we have we have farmers working. They're all filled up. 12 out of 250. Yeah, that's because we've got the 6 guys on here as well, making decent progress with that tree planting. And how are we doing with resources? Still hovering around the 200 mark for wood. So greenhouses are going to produce grain for us. Now that we are starting to pull in some grain, we can probably also start to produce meat. Now, again, it's not actually the meat that we're trying to produce, it's the fertilizer, because that's going to go towards making our ammunition and fuel as well. So let's take 2 scavengers off then, and we'll add them as workers to our barn. That'll be producing us 1 fertilizer every, probably like every 4 hours, I'd imagine. So like 2 a day. That's good. Then we can start stockpiling. We've already got 6 in the bank, but yeah, we need to start stockpiling some more of that. How's our warehouse doing on space? We're like really close to reaching the limit. I think maybe we just need to build another warehouse now, to be fair. I actually don't really have any space for further expansion at the moment because this house is already close enough to our gate that I don't want to put anything else here, as this is going to wrap around like this, and I don't want anything too close to the walls. We kind of need that space for our units to work and for our guard towers to have the range that they need. So, that being said, probably, I also don't want to reuse any of these buildings. Like I've said previously, we want to entirely demolish all of them and build up new ones. So, as far as warehouses go, though, what we'll do for now instead is just build little small ones like this. Because this is going to serve us later down the line where we have units at our perimeter that are defending against the hordes, and they can just pop into a warehouse nearby to restock on ammo. Did it say how much extra space we were going to get from that? No, it doesn't. We have to wait for it to be finished before we can find that out. I know we've got these guys just defending base, but I do feel a bit awkward about leaving basically 8 of our citizens, which is like more than 10% of our available workforce, basically just doing nothing like all the time. However, we've already committed to creating a squad, so I don't want to uncreate them either. Uh, but maybe we do need to be a bit more proactive with how we're utilizing them. So I think in the fresh day, we'll set up a scavenging route for our Alpha and Bravo squad to go to the museums, and then we'll send these guys to like nearby locations just to clear them out. Okay, there we are for another day. So, time to do the guard switch. Let's just take them all off of farming and add them to the guard towers. Nice. Now, we did get a warning for a swarm yesterday. So, is it me or... Okay, yeah, the range is decreasing now. I was going to say, I feel like we can see further than we normally do. Right. Maybe weather plays into that. I'm sure it probably does. Let's just go on the fast forward though and wait to see if we do get any horde interactions. Yep, here they come. Okay. Alright boys, it's happening. Let's get these guys. Where are you? Yeah, get right into that corner please. So we can shoot them knocked down. Alpha and Bravo. Let's get you into here. Okay, easy pickings. I don't like that they're scratching our tower here, but look how little damage they've done, like barely anything at all. That's awesome. What happened to the... Did we... Oh, that's what happened. We already wiped them out. Epic. Okay, cool. Just gotta check that these guys have the range. Why are you not showing me... Give me the overlay. Yeah, there we go. Okay, just enough range to reach that gate, so they are contributing towards fending them off. We've got 3 hordes coming up in here. And we've only got 2 down here. I think we're going to re-divert these guys to help out with the bigger force that's coming in up here. Because bear in mind, we do also have 6 guys in this gate as opposed to the 3 guys we've got in here. Okay, lovely. There they go. Yeah, still barely took any damage there, so that's awesome. Alright, we've got to watch both ends at the same time here. They're cleared. Get a little bit closer. There we go. Yeah, we're going to take a few heavier hits on this one. But they're doing well, grinding them down. Okay, right, Alpha and Bravo. Get your shots in quickly there, and then we're going to have to send you back over here. That should be sufficient. Wow, our house actually has taken quite a lot of damage here. We may need to repair that. But yeah, there we go. Those hordes have been dealt with. And that was easy, that last one. See, one at a time, very manageable. When they start grouping up, it becomes a little bit harder. Okay, right, I do want to repair this, but I don't want to click that yet, because that'll send everyone out of the house. We'll just wait for dawn on that one. You guys, can you go restock on ammo? And then we'll get them out for their scavenging run. So, oh, we have to set up the filters again. Okay. There we go. So, we're going to come over here, then up to this corner, and get that one. Oh, oops, forgot to hold shift. So, let's get you there. Yes, this one. And then this one. Okay, right. Where? Ah, that's fine. We're just driving past them. No worries. I thought maybe there were a few more hordes to deal with back at base camp, but no, we're okay. Very interesting buildings there. Okay, so there's that one, and then we also have this one down here. Now, actually, I just want to see if along our route we have any other useful buildings to just make it a little bit more worthwhile using all of this fuel. I mean, if we find an assault rifle, it was absolutely worth using all that fuel, but it is a lot of traveling. So any amount that we can increase our resources gained is just going to be to our benefit. Most specifically, if there are any fuel stations on the way back round. Right, okay. So I need to turn all these back on. That's why we're not seeing them. Yeah, there we go. That worked. Okay, yeah, look, there's plenty of fuel on the way around. So, okay, so let's go medical center first. No one's getting ill anyway, but that's fine. We just stockpiling. Then we go here. Go for this one. Hmm. Hard to hard to say how long this one will take to scavenge because it's not very wide, but it's very long. Let's go. I mean, we really don't need armor, but might as well check it out. Then you, and back to you again. Then over to this guy here. Yep. And then where was the last one? What was it up now? Where are you? Oh, there it is. Okay, awesome. So, yep, then to here, get some extra research points. Oh, yes. I kind of totally skipped over actually assigning a research task. So we'll get onto that in just a minute. But they're popping in for the research there, and then yeah, we'll just give them a straight shot back home after that. Okay, cool. So Charlie Squad then. Let's get you guys. First stop is the warehouse to get your ammo. These were the buildings that couldn't be scavenged, weren't they? Let's get them across the river here. We'll do. That's probably enough for the day because this will take ages. And then back to the warehouse when you're done. You guys get you down to doing these ones and back to the warehouse. Well, headquarters. Same thing. Okay, lovely. Right, off you go. Nice. We've got them working. Now let's remove our guards. We're going to get a repair going here. We're going to get... Now, we're not going to bother repairing our our guard towers and stuff. They'll be fine. Okay, cool. We did make it safely daytime. They're all going to go back into their holes, so that's fine. Don't have to worry about them. Haven't drawn the attention of any raiders either. Perfect. Okay then, so research. Oh, actually, sorry, need to assign these workers. Research. So, chemistry, basic knowledge of chemical reactions and their use. It opens the way to the development of other production technologies. So, does that mean it doesn't give us anything at the outset from having researched that? I think so. But I do think that if we research pistol, then that opens arms production factory, which allows us also to make ammo. I don't think you actually need to research this to make ammo. I could be wrong and just remembering incorrectly. I'll tell you what, let's use this as a little test bed. Let's just research pistol and see what we come up with, I think. But let's have a quick gander through here and see if there's anything that would actually be more worth our while. So in terms, oh yes, we need to build our pub as well. But again, we're going to need to clear some space to fit that in. Infection and medicine, we're not worrying about any of that for now. Education, we don't have to worry about. Combat training would be good because we did want to try and encourage that sharpshooter trait, but it's kind of low priority, I'd say, at the moment. Ooh, this might actually be a good shout. We've already unlocked like well, not loads, but a few technologies, and obviously the more technologies that we unlock, the less use that this research is going to have. So by prioritizing this, then going forward, everything's going to be 20% faster. So I think maybe that's actually the way to go. And then it will be probably a toss-up between arms production and maybe the antenna, maybe chemistry. So yeah, let's go with scientific apprenticeship. We'll get that one done. We've still got 25 points in the bank as well, so there'll be plenty of points to just instantly act in new research projects when we're ready. I want to queue up some more buildings, but they've already got a lot on their plate. And I think I just want to be assured that we're making the right choice before we do anything more. Right, there we go, that's the house done. So, builders, I mean, there's still 5, that'll be the guys doing this. Yeah, okay, so they've moved on from the house, they're now building the warehouse, and the other 5 I've put back onto scavenging. Now, I've also forgotten that, well, we've only got, oh wow, only 1 worker here. So let's take 4 off there, give this 1, and then get our fields back up and running properly. Oh, and yeah, of course, only 1 worker in the barn, because that also counts as farming. So, yeah, that's fine. Everything else making very slow and steady progress. I feel like it would be better to just have done one at a time, because then it feels like you're actually achieving something. We're going to have these tasks laid out for the next several months. Okay, right. Oh, yeah, how many assault rifles though? That's a bit lame, isn't it? So these guys only have 1. Oh no, okay, we've still got 3 tasks queued up. So I just got to remember where to send them before. Right, so yeah, okay, so we'll do that now. Spend them here, we'll get them. Yeah, I've lost track of that other museum again. And we found another vehicle. 2! 2 in 1! My goodness. I'm not even gonna pick them up. We've got so many in our car park, like I just want to leave them for now.
They're carrying some resources though.
Ooh, what resources?
Ask them to join us.
Yes, join us. Okay?
We're on the move.
Yeah, it is tempting to grab them, but like literally there's no point. We have so many. Okay, so they're off to that museum, and then there was one more, which we need to find somewhere. I feel like it's here, but I don't see it. Am I just blind? It is there. Yeah, I was just blind. Okay. Right, get that one, get this one, then this one, and then it was back home. Yeah. Okay, these guys are still going. Yeah, they're on this big building now. I think they'll finish up in time for the day, maybe. Close enough, at least. They've still got a big old queue of things to do, so that's fine. Now, I'm going to go back over to Alpha and Bravo squad here, because we're going to do the reveal to see if any of those museums we've scavenged have actually gotten us any assault rifles. How are we feeling about these guys actually making it back to base camp this time? I'm not sure it's going to happen, you know. I think it's going to be the same old story where they die in transit. So let's see. No assault rifles here. No assault rifles here.
Receiving. Reporting. Waiting orders.
Yep. Another day. Another lack of assault rifles. Oh, we might actually just have to push forward on that branch for arms production, just so that we can actually start getting some decent weapons. Probably need to also consider building. I mean, based on how much damage we took on our house here, I think it's probably worthwhile for us to. What am I doing? To actually keep building our fence around here, block them out. But I kind of wanted to put the gate in first so that I can use it as a visual guide
Adaptation complete.
on rounding the corner here. So let's just go with that. Then that. Right, okay, so hang on. Those workers have finished doing the warehouse, which, oh, I actually don't know how much storage it gives us, but it's only gone up by like just over 100, I think. So the answer is not very much. Um, we may need to pull guys off of scavenging as well. We don't have capacity to hold all of the resources that they're bringing in.
Start winding down for some
Okay, but that's another day done. So let's try and re-coordinate that for the new day. But let's just check where. Okay, so those 5 builders are now onto these lot. That's great. Let's take the scavengers off, put them as guards, reassign the scavengers back into there. And then when we take off the guards in the new day, we'll put them onto a building task. So we're going to have to just start creating more building. Uh-oh. Right, okay, no, that's fine. But you guys, let's get you home now. Yeah, we don't want to... That was just in time, wasn't it? We don't want to have to deal with that. Okay, these guys are still stuck on this building, so we'll see if we can get away with leaving them there for now. Alpha and Bravo have made it back. These boys are camped out up here. I'm actually going to send Alpha and Bravo back over here again to babysit them because they are actually getting so close to the base. And I don't think we're going to have any hordes. Well, maybe some hordes, but certainly not any swarms this evening. So we don't need them on base necessarily. Are you just loitering? I mean, either way, our squad is more than capable of handling those guys on their own. Okay, Delta Squad, let's get you back into your usual spot. But I'm going to favour this corner a bit more, just so that we've got that extra range for in front of the gates.
Ready for action.
Why is it? It's like, it's only when they're in this building that it's like bugging out. Ah, there you go. Yeah, because we don't actually have that much range on that. Might actually be better off camping them out in the warehouse there. But here comes some dogs, so let's deal with that threat. We're going straight in on our house. Well, that's rude. We just finished fixing it up. Okay, they haven't dealt too much damage, so that's good. Now, these guys, are you okay? 90%, nearly there.
Waiting orders.
Yeah, I mean, they've got... I'm not going to let them do these buildings. They've already got enough resources. They've already filled the inventory space up, so they're on their way back home in a minute anyway. Watch them find one more thing, and then there's just going to be something left in that building. Yeah, of course not. Why would there be? We only have luck for cars. Cars and availability of resources, but not necessarily the ones that we want. Okay, come on, speed up, boys. Walking a bit slow there. So let's get them home and then back to their spot. Check up on these guys again, they're all okay. But yeah, this brings us halfway through the night, so come the end of the night, we'll wrap up the episode here, and we'll be seeing you again in the next one, where we are going to set up a bunch more construction tasks, probably get another warehouse up in here, maybe expand our walls out a little bit more, but basically just get our workers busy using resources instead of collecting them. Apart from wood chopping, we're gonna keep the wood chopping going at least a little bit. Yeah, lovely. Okay, nice.
Target incoming.
I think that was a successful few days, and yeah, I think once again we'll wrap up the episode watching this guy, just making sure that we babysit them all the way home. I mean, when it comes daytime, they should make it fine. Make it back fine. It's not going to be too much stress. But yeah, in the meantime, thank you very much for joining me again for Infection Free Zone in Bristol. Good to have you here, and I will see you in the next one. Take care and peace.